science in many exciting ways. AI is not just a buzzword, it is changing healthcare dramatically. AI can speed up diagnosis, help develop new drugs, and improve healthcare through analyzing data and making predictions. The future looks really bright. I believe that it is important for AI experts and medical professionals to work together with academics. By collaborating, they can fully tap into AI's potential. And I also want to say that AI can benefit healthcare globally, including Africa. It can improve disease detection, telemedicine, and access to healthcare, especially in rural areas. The message is clear: embrace AI in healthcare, invest in research and education, and encourage innovation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am really captivated by the conclusion because it's really, really strong. And if we have any journalists or any someone that has access to the media, those are golden words that's supposed to reach our policymakers and people that have the say into our health activities. Thank you very much, our speaker, for today and for this enlightening talk. I, among others, have really get enlightenment about how machine learning and artificial intelligence do work. And as before we delve into the question and answer session, I would like to give announcement to our viewers and listeners at the moment that this is one of many series because of how important artificial intelligence is. Our speaker has agreed to give series of webinars highlighting moving deep into aspects of artificial intelligence, especially when it relates to healthcare research and medical applications. So personally, I would like to be a little bit selfish and start with asking question which is of my own. I would like to apologize to all the presenters. I can see we have only one question in the comment section. I encourage listeners to post their questions, and we will post it to our presenter. So, my own personal curiosity is, um, with all the things that, and especially what you said about um, artificial intelligence not replacing humans, rather it will only be of assistance to humans. I just want to ask, do you is it possible to think that there are some knowledge in which a person is not supposed to kind of consume it at the moment and leave it for the AI to be of assistance? And now we can look forward into an era in which researchers and medical doctors would only deal with the aspect of critical thinking. And because now in the on normal school systems we have, you students will be given a big chunk of handouts and all theories for them to just go, and usually they have to cram it and pour it in the exams. And when you have AI that will be able to do that, can we say that, okay, we don't need that? We only now need to train people that will do the critical thinking, thinking ahead, inventing new things. Can we have that kind of thought, or that is a limitation to AI in that aspect?
Thank you so much, Zaid, for asking this question. Um, I would say that I believe AI. I know many people have this. People could have differing opinions with me. Some people think that AI should replace human beings completely. Some people think that AI cannot do it at all, so AI should not even come close to medicine. I take the middle part. I believe that AI should work hand in hand with humans. Um, and I wouldn't say that AI, because it is now working hand in hand with humans, we should just send humans to go and do the technology and then let AI do the understanding. No. What I want us to believe is that there is still that need for the subject matter expertise. We need that subject matter expertise when we're curating the data, when we are labeling the data. So when I say label the data, that's annotation. Because when, for instance, if you took images of people with uh, pneumonia and those without pneumonia, let's say chest X-rays, I, as a non-medical practitioner, just see them as the same. I don't understand anything. So the medical practitioner, because he has read all this in school, knows it. Even by looking at the images, you'll be able to say. So, for instance, if you ask somebody to collect a million images for you, people like me who just cannot look through and do anything. But the expert then looks through and he's like, yes, I think that data is right. Secondly, then annotation in putting the labels on saying this is pneumonia, this is not pneumonia. That is also very important. And again, there's that need for subject matter expertise where the expert knows what region of the chest to look at. So honestly, I believe that even the way we collect our data, the way we format the data, the way we push it to the AI, it all depends heavily on its subject matter expertise. Despite saying that, I believe that AI will be able to replace very repetitive jobs.
Mhm.
So, for instance, there are some repetitive jobs that a professional should not be doing. We should free up our doctors and our medical researchers to go and do their cutting edge research. Repetitive things like looking at images and giving verdict on them maybe will be replaced by AI. Well, but the AI will, of course, not just give the answer and then we just tick it off. No, I believe what should be done is AI should maybe look at some data and then if it gives the verdict, then a human oversees and looks at it. Sometimes there are things, and because the output that comes out from AI is always a probability, and that's a good thing. So when AI says, I think there is pneumonia here, it doesn't say pneumonia. It's actually what it says is, I think I'm 90% confident that there's pneumonia, or I'm 10% confident there's pneumonia. So based on that confidence, you will be able to know that some things are clear cut gotten by explained well by the AI. So if AI is 99% sure of something and we believe the AI model is good, then we might take that as yes. But if AI is borderline saying I'm 70 something percent confident, then a human needs to look at it. But in a nutshell, I believe that these tools should be should be used along with human oversight, and it wouldn't replace humans. Thank you.
Thank you very much. um, so the next question comes from Umar Ahmad Aliyu. He said, "Please, I'm a medical doctor and hoping to venture into AI machine medicine with interest in medical images slash drug discovery. I don't have any computer knowledge, but I'm very good fast learner. Please, how will I start?"
This is a very, very good question. Honestly, this is it's a fantastic question. One, I would say that most people shy away from this because they think that AI, for you to do AI, and in fact, there there has been people, AI professionals, and those that are right academically have been trying to debunk this misconception that you must be 100% good in maths, 100% good in programming, 100% good in statistics before you can work with AI. Yes, these three things are very, very important. However, there is what we call democratization of AI today, where there are a few very, very, very technical experts that work in that area, and there are very few. And then there is a group of AI developers that do not need that very in-depth knowledge before they can utilize AI or even use it to do their works. So in a nutshell, what I'll say, for you to start, there are a few programs online. For instance, there is Professor Andrew Ng. Andrew Ng is one of the number one people that has benefited the AI community. He has democratized AI. He has so many excellent courses like Introduction to Machine Learning. There is the Deep Learning AI specialization where he tries to teach you AI without the maths. So he says, "Oh, calm down. You don't have to learn the maths at this point." That is for people that are not that lack that mathematics background. And honestly, you go on and continue from there and you'll be able to do things. Besides that, there's a course called Fast AI. Fast AI is also very good. With Fast AI works on the assumption that you know how to code. So with that one, you just learn how to program. If you know how to program, you could use that Fast AI framework or library to then build AI tools. And that's also very, very good. And the truth is that these two courses that I've mentioned, the Fast AI and the Deep Learning AIs, Fast AI by I can't remember the author, but just Tim Howard, I think. Just write Fast AI, And then there's deep learning AI specialization that is taught by Professor Andrew Ng. These two are very, very good starting points. And of course, that's why we're here today, and we intend to take this as these baby steps, and we hope that this series would be a learning process for all of us. Maybe we could just turn this into a monthly session or quarterly session where we can be learning this together. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have some goodwill messages from the World Mr. Presenter by Muslim Muhammad. Uh, Omar Ahmad Ali said, "This presentation makes my day." Wow, that's nice. I hope you're close by to have taken note about the answers given by the presenter. And we have another question by Alpha Adam Hussein. Thank you for the presentation. Want to ask how I could leverage on AI in medical literature search. Thank you.
So the question is how to. Thank you so much for the goodwill messages, and this is a very good feedback for me.
Yeah.
So it will kind of reinforce me, a form of reinforcement learning. Thank you so much, and maybe that will make me come back again and again.
We
Um,
are happy.
so with regards to the question of how can you use AI for medical uh, literature search, right? For search, and I think there are some AI tools today that are being, for instance, ChatGPT is being integrated into the Bing search, right? So with Bing search, I believe that then it can help with search for literature. And I think Bard, Google Bard is also connected to the search, and so probably using Google Bard AI will help you with that search. However, you must take their outcomes with a pinch of salt. Like I said, AI models are probabilistic models. Sometimes they could give you things that are true, and sometimes they might not be true. And maybe this can be a good project for you to think of, uh, Alpha. Probably this should be a project for us to work on creating an AI tool for specifically doing medical literature search. Thank you.
Okay, Alpha, I hope you have that, and probably you will be a consistent person out to our webinar series. And this, I think, is from Sadiq Muhammad. Thank you for this wonderful presentation, sir. Okay, my question is that as a medical student, what are the first steps to learn AI in relation to health? I think partly we have answered this question, but
Yeah.
with the chance to the presentation more like that.
Yeah. So again, I would say that the first step to learn this is to believe that you don't have to have programming or mathematics or all those very engineering focused backgrounds for you to do AI. So that belief is a very important thing. Then secondly, you need to take some steps. And like I said, um, the first AI course requires some bit of programming, but it doesn't require mathematics or understanding of the maths behind the scene. So if you want to learn for using fast AI, that's a very good starting point. But before then I'll advise that you start learning programming. And the programming language that is popular today is Python. Python is quite easy to learn, and you could start by learning this. And there are just so many free online resources. For instance, W3 Schools has Python courses that you could just be doing. You could start by doing looking at Python. If you wanted to start today, just dedicate 15 minutes of your day every day to go to W3 Schools and look at something in Python. Before long, you have learned a lot. And after learning Python, then it means that you could then go on and start the first AI course. So let's say you started looking at Python today and got familiar with Python. After a few months, let's say 1 or 2 months, you could start looking at the first AI course. And as a matter of fact, the first AI course doesn't require so much understanding of what's happening behind the scene. They will start teaching you how to build real world applications, and that's a good thing. They'll show you with some pictures, and maybe you replace it with your own medical images. And once you start seeing the result, that result is going to reinforce you. It's going to be a very good feedback loop. Seeing yourself achieving excellent results, I'm sure, will push you as a human to even start asking that question of how did I even achieve this? And then you wouldn't know when you have started reading further. And I'm sure your journey is going to be a very smooth journey. And there are many people that have gone into this area of research that didn't do a PhD in this or masters in computing or research or engineering. There are people that don't even have a bachelor's in engineering that are doing it today. So just have the belief and start working towards it today.
Thank you. The time is not by our side. So that is something from Muhammad Umar Zaga, who asked a question that I think we have answered it similarly. So as Shoaib Ibrahim, Mukhtari Isa, I think we have answered similar to these questions, and it's all about advice and the use. But this one is asking, how reliable are the sources, which have answered the most interesting, I think, is this one from Ahmad Olatunde. I'm a researcher and my target is in drug discovery. How do I bring in the aspect of AI into this my field? Any recommended tool or website of interest?
Yes, I will reiterate what I said earlier, and probably I can share these links that I've been referring to with the host, Mr. Zaid. I'll share those links with our host today, and please, you can maybe reach out. I know Zaid will find a way of sharing these links. I'll share with us, and I'm so happy hearing that many people really want to go into this, and this is the kind of motivation we want. And I'll give you an example. I'm aware of time, but I'll still give us an example since this question keeps on coming. I had a colleague back in about 7 years ago or more. She was a lady. She did her background is in medicine. So I think she did her bachelor's in cancer therapeutics or something. You correct me, medical professionals, if I didn't say it right. She went to do her master's in that same area, and she was looking at cancer. She had no programming knowledge and nothing, and she came to start a PhD in something that was related to using computer vision, that's machine learning, to understand medical images. So she started like that, and she one believed that she could do it, and she took all those courses. I remember clearly that we worked together, we guided her, many people in the lab guided her, and she took all these baby steps, and today she's working in a big company. And I'm telling you, not even as a medical practitioner, as a software engineer. So that's to say that if you have the belief, you'll be able to achieve all this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, another question is, I think is this is something that we have by Lawan Tijani Bakar is all about advice. And for the okay, what is the advice? I think that the presenter has already delved into that and answered judiciously. So we can go over that. So this person is asking, can we have a video clip of this session? Yes, by Saidu Jibril. Actually, every bit of our webinar is always available on our social media handles. You can access it at any time. Even if you did not make it to our own webinar, you will have a full session there. And if you have any question, you can reach us on our website, www.biortc.com, and there you can have an email, our official email. You can send a message and we will refer it to the presenter. And if he answers, we will get back to you. So it's fully accessible at any time. We are available on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at BioRTC Nigeria NIG. So if you just check us, follow us, subscribe to our channel. Whenever we have new something, you will be notified and you will stay updated on activities. Our main aim is to continue enlightening and bring people, researchers like from the medical field and even diverse areas into the area of critical thinking so that we solve the problems of our nation. And with this, if we create a big community, we're happy to reach the policymakers, and the policymakers will eventually. The presenter just presented about 13